There are 70 angelic overseers for the 70 nations of the world. Each nation has its own guardian angel, so to speak. And the guardian angel of America has accepted learning the laws, the 7 laws of Noah for the people. I said, wow, first of all, what a wonderful thing that is. And second of all, how could anybody know that?
Let's get to the big part. My study has been put online, Omni Lexica, and my videos down here, I am including this in the video, or in the package I'm sending you, a hard disk. And so I didn't put my name to this, but I put this out. I did not submit it, but after I gave some information to Isaac Moseson, the Edenics professor, he has confirmed that my names are of the Davidic line and the gatekeeper line, portend Aaron, which is Moses. I can't be shy as I go forward with these things because I've proven it hundreds and hundreds of times. So if me saying, well, it might be, it could be, then I'm sounding like people who are talking about the 2 witnesses. They have no names. Some say Elijah and Moses, some say Moses and Enoch, some say Enoch and Elijah. It's just not a good form of measures. And I know you appreciate good measures. So I'm trying to bring forth the names on the Ark of the Covenant. And I'm trying to show historically for you that even the reason why university is like that, is that name, is because we're going to find that this will prove in phonetics that there is an absolute prince of Israel who's human being presaged in the stars. And when we transfer that to words all around the world, and that person does that, as over here, let me see if I can find it in a name form. We're going to come back to this because I would like to play some music for you because it's part of the science. We have gone nowhere in the science of music and music in the spheres and lexicography, vexillology and flags, A and B and genealogy. So I noticed that that's my name. And what they did was they took my video and I guess they attached it. Well, my name is attached to the product, of course, but I did not submit it, and it is a legitimate Omni Lexica. If you take the word lexicon, and once we know that the word Mexico means Messiah, not brown person, in Paleo-Hebrew, then we start to really get into the hidden template that's here mapped. And that's what they've been trying to show people on National Treasure with the Aquila going through the warrior. I just made my case because those things are out there in multiple movies, and they're telling everybody that they don't know what's going on. So I would like to bring some absolute lexiconic keys, and this is what I've been working on my whole life. And so somehow I'm trying to get myself, well, of course we all seem to never have the money that we're looking to have. So I've done this with basically hardly any money. I've performed in around over 2,000 performance places in many years. And I play and sing so much, you can see I'm already getting caught in what I want to tell you. So we do have those categories here. We have Michael Portero, and we also have the Aquila, and it also goes into Ludwig also. So let's see if it's working. I go over here, and we go for Ludwig, definition of Ludwig. Thank you, Naomi.
You're welcome.
And so down here, if I'm correct, my video should be coming in here. There we go. So it's also there for Michael, which goes in archetypal. So anyway, this is the real magic I want to tell you, because I've been listening and watching, all sorts of Bible studies all of my life, everything, creation, mathematics, CNC lathes, and I really have gotten the basics of all of these sciences. So I was playing music in a parking lot in Simi Valley, and a man came up to me, heard me talking about the Lord outdoors, and he gave me this, and he told me what it was. He came the next day. I can't tell you, that's the problem, is I can't tell you unless in person what the man told me. It's almost embarrassing, but he was correct. So he gave this to me. He told me it was the one bayonet sent from the Temple Mount in 1969. It's dull. It's already a plowshare. It's marked 101 here. You'll see these things up in the video. It's marked 101 for King's Highway, A1 in Hebrew.
I want to get it.
And I was told that this was sent from the Temple Mount in Israel out to the person who's an heir. So there is a definite, this is to fulfill Genesis 49:10, because no leader is going to give up their scepter They're all expecting and telling everybody to get ready for the person, but they're also putting out a blocking template that will cause him to never rise. Because the pictures are depicting a man coming in the clouds or in this door when he says you will know him when he's at the door. And door is Dalet, which also turns into a last name connected to the pyramid, which my mother has, and she was a virgin. So we have some metonymy. We have a real story going on. We have the 3 stars lining up in the pyramid over in Egypt. And we come over here and we're looking for balance. And since that one's weighing something there, I've come to Sign Valley here. I just naturally be here. And the markings, Yosemite, First, Angels, Royal, Santa Susana, Stowe, Stearns, left side, definite markings here, definite codes. And I've even found in the definitions for grammar, words that will lead to, like from classification, it even says streets and treasure on the same page. It's amazing, amazing the ties that we have not seen just yet that God has put there for us. Tell ya. Okay, so, but I've taken the Unicode apart, Star of David. One's male, one's female. They're on the Ark of the Covenant. They're on Aquila and Lyra, as you know. And I can't bring forward the female's name, but I can say the female that they're practicing witchcraft on in Maleficent, End of Days, Fifth Element, Michael, Legion. It goes on and on. How about this one, Madonna, the Super Bowl, where the guy's running around with a dark angel with a lyre. That is not Lucifer. It's not going to be an Antichrist. They're turning these characters into dark characters, which is clear defamation of character. Period. Biggest lawsuit in the history of the world, and proving it will prove the template for evolution is false, and this will prove God's hand in the creation because he's exposing himself through these branches to the whole world. That's really, really what we're trying to do here. We're trying to tie in cartography, music, math, geometrics, and signs, flags, names, encodes, cognomens, Bible, Torah codes. It's all encompassing, which will really give us the answer. So, and last but not least, TBN did a movie called Omega Code. There's that bat right there. And a man named David was running around. He turned out to be, if I'm not mistaken, the President of the United States, because the seals are fashioned for that person of Daniel 12, Daniel 10:21, Revelation 21:17. And so those visions that we have gotten that are building for this coming thing still have not represented the reflection of what we're going to see once these things are activated and they come to life. But truly the rest of the things in the Torah will happen. I believe God even has seeds in the ground that are set to go off time capsulation that we couldn't even imagine once the Mashiach is exposed, because the world and the earth is still groaning. So once the Mashiach is there, this is when the earth knows that the true Mashiach, written here in the Masoretic text, will come. Then it has to be presentable to everybody on the face of the earth, sir, and look where we've come. Really, once we've seen the bacteria cell is that flagellum is a nuclear motor and such, we definitely have a whole set of different rules. Somebody has bent. We want to put that measure back and go forward. So I want to thank Naomi Jarrett. She's been helping me for many years, 6 years. And her last name is the President Obama's, one of his assistants. Her last name, Jarrett, just a coincidence. And my name is the exact diametric opposite of Mr. Obama. So all my life I've seen pictures of characters that would, if we saw those characters come, they would match. But the characters that are here are matching. So anyway, forgive me for talking fast. I have about a good solid 2 hours of presentation. And when the man gave me this, he told me I would meet a person on Highway 101, and he told me this in 1989. Then in 2004, I met that person, and that's the story I'm saying leads to a hoopah, a voice, and lots of exposings. After that, I got a 14-inch pure white dove, I was voted the Golden Eagle of Shumash. I did a party on Constellation Way, and all of these things are an axiom. So we have a discovery here that we want to share with you. Okay, well, so for right now, I hope that's something. I was here born in California to Anthony Portero and Catherine Portero. I also found a missions map that has Michael Archangel, Catherine, Virgin, down below in the Mexico area, and then up here in the San Luis, famous warrior, I found even the Michael Archangel and Antonio, right, almost as cosigns. And that matches even somebody helping me buy my truck when 1981. It really is coming together in a fashion that you would be fascinated. And have I shown the last one? Last but not least. I'm not sure how long we are, but this is really what we're getting to. Even if we start with this, what we're bringing forward is, again, I'm sorry for talking so fast, but so my friend Naomi Jarrett was able to get this picture of me. We have some information that we were working on for 6 years that led us to that point. And I have been working with machinist tools for many years, well, for 6 years, and I'm aware of an optical comparator. I did nothing of a Photoshop. I put the shroud in on my video player and video maker, and I put that right next to him. And miraculously, the perspective, I'm sorry, I'm moving it. The perspective would change from a person taking the picture further back or closer. And I've also have probably, I want to say, just a few minutes of a degree seems to be coming this way to our left. But I'm certain sure that this is my problem. And so every evidence that leads us to this point will also verify. Now, this person is highly respected by the Temple Institute, doing the identics, showing that the roots are all the same, and that they're all the same, and we've just brought together a full circle in information. So I'm bringing something that is absolutely, positively historic. It will be found. You are found in the Torah code. I'm aware of that, but we don't know what other names are around you just yet. Excuse me, because we haven't searched them out, and that's the truth. So, in winding it up, I'd like to prove that there's a male and a female. I have both information right here in front of you. This one is going to carry a voice code that will just absolutely surprise you. She doesn't know who she is. All of the names of the father will match the Jacob, David, Solomon, and the daughter. This is in Daniel 11, the Prince of the Covenant. So I believe we need a prince at the gate to do his thing, and then the Lord will descend himself with the shout of the archangel down here, and that's going to fit the template to all of this. And this is going to bring about the final days. So, okay, thank you. And when I'm looking to get up onto this mountain and find out if the capstone is there based on lexicography and the Torah and all of the other wisdom books. So I wish you a good day. Thank you, Naomi.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye. If we look into stars together, from the west, from Simi Valley, which I believe is called Sign Valley, one of the rare valleys that's surrounded by mountains, what I'm trying to prove to you is I believe that the capstone of the pyramid is here in Simi Valley. I believe that there are street names that are encoded, that are absolute and biblical according to Torah and Shumash as a microcosm. If we look at the Western United States as a larger template, that template is the same as the rock under the dome of the rock. And these things are tied into Ecclesiastes. So I believe that Los Angeles is actually 2, not thousands and thousands. And I believe they relate to the angels of the Ark of the Covenant. And I believe that their information is up here. So it's funny, I have all these videos pinpointing it perfectly, and I hold it up now. This is one of the reasons why I really am struggling to do it in person. Because these things need to be done on a table, very good lighting, and done properly. So, okay, here's Altair. I'm seeing it in this fashion right here, lining up in the west. So I know that's Chrysaetos, male, and I know that we have the Shumash Native Americans.